So, welcome, Koja. Thanks for being here.
Thank you too for inviting me.
Yeah. So, yeah, tell the audience who you are, where you come from, and what you're doing in Dubai.
Okay, good morning everyone first of all. My name is Abdullah Koja, but everyone calls me with my surname Koja. Since I'm a kid, it's just not just now, it's just easier and everyone can pronounce it easier for them. Especially the international ones because they struggle with the big names or long ones. Originally I'm a Syrian origin, from Aleppo. I have the Bulgarian German citizenship because of my family and because I lived also in Bulgaria. My family has the German ones, that's why I'm able to get it. I was born in Syria, raised in Syria till the age of 18, you can say, and then finished my high school. In between I was traveling, but it was just, for a visit, not more. I finished my school, then you can say the past, the new change, or the journey started at that time, like end of 2009, 2010.
And you also study as a doctor, correct?
Exactly. I'm coming. Not many know it, maybe, especially when you're in a new place, new community. They don't know much about it. But yeah, I have a medical background beside my sport. I finished this. It's hard to balance in between, but this is my aim and my focus. Anyway, was the whole period. Many years. I knew that this is my path. Finish the uni, focus on your sport, get better. Even little bit of training will make you get better every day, bit by bit. So I didn't want to leave or give up on any of them, till I finished it properly. And I believe I managed to do that. It's stressing, but this is my life, let's say, my dream.
The past, every time a new door opens, and then you left your home country, and then you went to Cairo, Egypt. Yeah. That's when your journey really, really started. A new life.
A new life, a new change, a new environment.
But isn't it scary to just make the jump and the change? Like what make you do this step?
The first step, anyway I wanted to make it, is for a change, to grow more in regards of my profession, in regard my sport, because I was in the national team at that time, and I felt that I need. That's why many camps are in different countries. Many teams, they travel, let's say, from Germany to the UK they go to Thailand.
What did you do in the national team? What sport?
As a kid, I started like every kid, who plays football and swimming and so on. And I continued this till many years. Then I started to change to martial arts ones. I started running more. I started kickboxing a bit. Then I felt like I'm more into boxing. Then I continued. So for me, it's this growing up in a mixture of a sports what made me to become an athlete. What helped me actually and boosted me, because it gives you train in a different stuff and then you choose your path. So when I chose it, I was already in a good, let's say, good form, good shape, with good stamina. I'm thankful obviously for my coaches, always pushed me. I left. I had anyway to choose to keep going on a sport like boxing or kickboxing, because it's not a team sport. Only coaches and your management and someone who helps you. You don't need a team too. And I didn't have it anyway, because when you go to a new country, this is also scary, the part of it. You had a team back then and then you are alone.
Yeah.
So to make a new start, to build up a bit of a new community, it takes time. Change is not easy, but sometimes you have to take the risk.
Yeah, we live one time in a life. And then you went to Cairo, Egypt. From that, you went to Turkey.
Exactly. Before that, UK, sorry.
UK as well.
For a while, yeah.
And you did everything yourself. You got the visa, you traveled there, you stayed, say, 2 years in Cairo, 2 years in Turkey.
2 years in Turkey, a bit less in Cairo. Cairo is a couple of months because it was a mess already there, like in Syria. The revolutions, the war and so on. So it wasn't the right time to stay. I left. Turkey stayed for quite long. Then again, I felt after 2 years, it's time to move, because things started to get a bit different. But still, I was lucky in every place that I went. I had that little support from the people that I've met, or someone that I know, their friends or relatives. Beside my family, family always supports you. They never give up on you. So I'm forever grateful for them and thankful. But when you go somewhere new, Like you, for example, when you come to Dubai or somewhere else, and if you lucky enough to find by any chance someone who guide you even for a little bit, it's a big.
It's a gift
it's
from
a
God.
gift from God.
Yeah.
It's a big gift, trust me. Because if you don't have it, if you don't find it, instead of spending time on something which takes maybe 1 month, if you were alone, maybe you spend 6 months, 7 months, 5 months. You never know.
But people don't see the gift. They don't see the sign.
Exactly.
So they miss it. They miss the opportunity.
You have to
They
appreciate.
don't listen. They don't see it.
Yeah. Plus, maybe if you don't really have that much of maybe experience, if I may have a bit of experience because of meeting a lot of people, different cultures, different mentalities, different nationalities. When you meet someone or a group of people, you reach a level that you are able to read a little bit that person or understand, or you might know that you will be able to click a little bit to have some friendship or even for a coffee. And from there, you understand actually, this person he has a good intentions. He might help me. I might help him. So this is a big gift from God.
Mm-hmm. And then you went to Hamburg, Germany, and also UK.
Yeah, Bulgaria for many years as well. Yeah. Got my citizenship in there. I finished my studying there. I worked there in a sport, in a gym as well, and different jobs as well. But I worked mainly in a sport, in the gym, because this is my focus anyway. Finish studying the afternoon, go train, stay in the gym or work at the gym, then go home, and that's it. And repeat and repeat. On the weekend, sometimes go for a bit of change.
And then have your passport, the Bulgarian passport, which will allow you to travel.
Which opens for me gates, because without it at that time, this is the reason that I didn't travel immediately to Europe or to UAE. Not only me, I mean many millions of people who are talented enough, who are good athletes, or they are good at their job. But unfortunately, they can't travel just because of a piece of paper, which is called passport, which determines...
So vital.
A lot of things, And imagine the same person who's sitting in front of you now. 2010, I wanted to go somewhere else. 2016, I wanted to go somewhere else. I couldn't. And then after a few years, I'm able to go anyway.
Crazy, yeah? Crazy. So you were in Hamburg for 2 years?
A bit less.
Less.
Yeah, a bit less.
And how was it in Hamburg? It's also my home city. I've grown there.
In Germany, there's a lot of international people, especially Syrians. Hamburg is really nice. It's cool. For work, I think it's good. But you work maybe 2-3 months intensively, and then you have to go somewhere else for a change.
Because you've seen many places, and it's a boring life, isn't it? You do the same thing every day.
Yeah. I mean, somewhere else you also do it, but a bit more, you enjoy it more, you're more comfortable. There, depressing, cloudy, rainy, shitty weather, especially if you're not a person of that or you grew up in such a country, it's difficult. But again, I didn't give up from the first year or 2 years. I handled the situation for many years. But there, you work till 5, we're talking about Hamburg. You finish and then you go home, dark. You train maybe, or you don't train. You go somewhere. The only places that you go after night is where? Lunch, or a bar, or a gym. A gym closes anyway at 10-9. And if there is a person who doesn't sleep early, then where can you go?
Oh, in the summer you go to the Ulster and enjoy some sun.
You walk around the lake and sit a little bit outside. And this maybe for 1 month you have sun, and that's it.
Yeah.
So if you have the opportunity to travel somewhere else, and I had it, thanks God, thanks to my family and to my efforts as well, I did manage to leave after a while.
You went to UK?
And after Germany, I came. UK was before that, before Germany, before even Turkey. After my last stop was Germany. And then I came here.
Okay, but how long were you in UK, and why didn't you stay there?
UK was around 1 year. That was 2000.
Where did you stay there in UK?
I stayed around London, the suburbs, because the city life was, more expensive in regards of rents and so on. In the suburbs. So it was good, it was cool. To study and work at the same time was a lot of money. And we weren't ready at that time. Either to have a support from my family was a big, like a big thing. So I decided to go somewhere else, which you can handle. But at that time, I didn't know that I wouldn't go back home.
Well, you then went to...
When I was in the UK, I thought that I would be able to go back home even for a while and then decide and so on. I didn't know that I'm leaving, I'm never going back.
But what happened
because
then?
of what happened, end of 2010 in Syria, and especially Aleppo, and around the war and all these revolutions.
Is it really that bad what you see? Because I have not been there. You see
Yeah.
pictures, videos, but is it all true what's happening? And a lot of Syrians are like moving to different countries, especially Germany.
Indeed, yeah, already in Germany, there's a lot of Syrians. They left for a reason. They left not only to grow, to search for.
They get pushed out to leave. They have to leave. There's no option, or could they stay
safety.
there? Safety.
Seeking safety, because you never know whether you are sitting at home or outside. You never know what's happening. It's a war, kind of war.
But people say, for example, if they go to Germany or UK or Spain or Italy, people have a bad impression about the foreigners, asylum seekers who are going to the country illegally. What's your opinion about that?
It's a good point, actually, and I did post about it 2012 because I left. I was lucky to leave, whether legal or illegally. But if you allow these people who are able to work, to function, to give back to the country that they live in, let's say, wherever they are, Germany, because they are working now, right? They are paying their taxes, most of them.
Depends. I don't know. Maybe not all of them.
Not all of them at the beginning might be, if they are under the title of situation as refugees. At the beginning, they're not. But if they are working and give it back to the country, why they don't just get it, in the right way, get the visa and come?
Depends. Like the system, what they have here, it's very good in Dubai. I think it's unique. But the thing is, the countries, they can't cope. There's so many foreigners moving into the countries, and I've experienced it myself when I go into the governments. And even my father, he's a British national. Okay. His mother is German, and he was working until 67, and now he was applying for the German passport because of the Brexit, and he's waiting 1.5 years. 1.5 years for the German passport. And he was working till 67, never did anything wrong. Now he's fighting to get the German passport because of so many foreigners are moving in the country. They can't cope anymore, you know. So something has gone wrong, and
True.
That's like that's the impression what people get living in their own country,
Yeah, because
they don't understand, they don't understand. We don't understand. We only see what we see.
Exactly, because if I'm not in your shoes, how would I know how you're feeling?
Yeah.
It's hard. It's very hard, difficult situation for both sides. We understand because they're coming to their homeland. Many people, like a lot. There's the pros and cons, If the ones who are able to work and function gives back.
But look at you. You move from country to country. You have your passport. You fight. You want to work. You want to do. You want to accelerate in life. So you're like one maybe from 1,000.
I really can't say that, but I believe there is many as well. So, but at the same time, there is many who didn't have the chance to do that. Because to travel even illegally, people pay. Mm. So many save money to do that payment and then reach somewhere in seeking safety and a better future. Mm. And I've seen it, and I believe there are so many, their life changed, big change, from changing the situation, the country, working more. The future of their children have changed. Because living in a different situation or bad situation, mentally traumatized, growing up in a bad situation, what future are you going to have?
It's
a long story, long things, which is never ending. It's not even ending, all around the world, unfortunately. But we can only pray, for safety, for peace.
Why didn't you stay in UK, for example? Like, it's most people dream of living in Germany, living in UK, but you decide always to move on and come to Dubai. And Dubai, you have to work, you have to hustle to survive. You don't get a passport, you're just a visa. You just get a visa, and if you can't pay your bills, you have to leave.
Exactly, it's not easy.
So life. You could have an easier life.
True. Staying in Europe, you can have easier life, you can have more stable life. You don't need to go and run like crazy every day, early morning till the evening working. But it depends what you want. I wanted that, yes, a bit to be under pressure, run every day, because I was built up like that. Coming from even an athletic life the whole way, maybe this made me like to have a dynamic life. I got my passport in there, from Europe, and then I could have stayed, as you said, in Germany or go to UK, have easy, more stable life. But for now, at least, I didn't want that. Besides, the weather that we talked about, the environment, the cold life, the everything in general. So I visited here first, obviously, to try to see the situation. My father was coming and going as well here.
Okay, so you knew about Dubai. So you saw already. You saw, okay, I will also just visit Dubai for a few days.
Exactly, but I never had it in the plan. Never. It happened from Corona time, because the whole world was blocked.
So Dubai was open in the end.
Yeah, it's what I heard. And then I came. Okay, I started. At the beginning, I was lost, even though I have some more people than I have in Europe. New place, big country, fast life. Here is a fast life. It's not like slowly and easy. So the first 1 year, I can say you struggle a little bit to settle down.
But what was the feeling like when you arrived here at the airport and you went into the downtown or something? Did you feel something different of being a different, say if you were in Egypt and Turkey and Germany and UK and Bulgaria, what was the difference?
When I arrived, obviously it's different, completely different. It's very nice city. Everything was, beautiful and clean. This was my first impression. But if you're talking about feelings, I was stressed.
You were stressed?
Even though I have relocated a lot, but still another change. You're not 20 anymore or 18. You want to settle down. You want to have yourself. This is your work. This is your home. At least for a couple of years. You don't want just to keep. I was stressed at the beginning, till I settled down, till I built up a bit of community, get back to my routine, because that change, breaking down your routine, your lifestyle again, it takes a bit of time. So, but again, you have to risk it sometimes, as we said. Even if you don't know if it's good or bad, but if you risk it, it might be good. So it's for your side, for your benefits. If not, you just take another direction and go somewhere else. So risky has pros and cons.
So you stayed here, or did you go back to UK and then you come back again?
And my first visit, no, I just came for a visit. I went back to Germany.
Yeah. Then you already got the feeling.
I got the feeling that it's just like in Europe. I said, okay, again, it was Corona time still. I said, no, it's just, I need to go there. I know it will be more difficult. You need to run more. You need to work more. It takes time, but still, especially if you are alone, not like you don't have kids and family, it's a bit different situation. For family with kids, it's more difficult to move in here.
So when you moved here completely, what did you have with you? Just your rucksack, your laptop, and your phone.
Laptop, my luggage is a couple of I take them anywhere I went. Most of them.
So like just 20-30 kilos.
Yeah, a bit more, because I'm this, especially when you have an athletic life.
Yeah, you have all your equipment, your gloves and stuff.
And the sports clothes, there are a lot. Yeah, if you keep changing every day. And that's it. And another new journey that started in here, leaving Europe, pros and cons wherever you go.
So when you were here and then you settled in, what happened? How did you build your life? How did you make your clients? Did you get in contact with gyms? What happened to start your business to make money?
Yeah, I did train different sports, different gyms.
So you contacted the gyms, you went there yourself?
I just went.
Just went there and you offered your service?
At the beginning, I just trained.
You just trained?
To see the gym, to see the environment and so on. And I never worked for a gym full time anyway. It's a freelancer. Beside my medical
You're your own boss in the end.
Exactly.
You do your own
thing.
Yeah.
Because I cannot be fully committed to their working hours. So when you are a freelancer coaching here and there, 2-3 spots, you start to build up. I can say I'm just recently in this. In Dubai, let's say, in the market. It's okay at the start. It takes time. You have to be patient, especially when you are in a good places, good gyms. There's so many people inside. It's not easy. But if you have good service, which means you sell your products good, you like what you do, you love what you do, eventually you will reach,
How did you make your clients? Did the gyms give you the clients? Did you market yourself, show yourself there? Social media?
A bit of social. When you're a freelancer, the gym doesn't, give anyone, basically, because it's normal. You are a freelancer. You're not working for them. A bit of social media, a bit of contacts, people that I know, that they know me. They saw that I posted this. Because these days social media is a big thing, especially when you're talking about Dubai. And I'm not really that good. It's not my thing, but I'm trying to learn more to boost myself for these things, because I saw that it has a bit of effect. Even that bit might help you. So mainly like contacting some people, offering what I know, showing them what I usually, or how I train the people, and if they like it, if they like your style, the way that you provide it.
What do you think is different to the other ones from your workout routine with the client? because you can combine, let's say, your martial arts, your boxing,
with fitness,
weightlifting, running.
Exactly. It's as you said, it's a mix, it's a combination. Athletic work, you can say, it's people who's searching to be active, to be athlete, which is not easy. Because you have to run, you have to lift a bit of weight, to have stamina, to have endurance, to have mobility, to be able to stretch, to be able to move. So this is what I'm giving. I'm trying to even to learn more, because there is always a room to learn more, improve myself. And this is what I enjoy giving, not just to. If you ask me 10 years back, when I was in Bulgaria or other countries, I used to coach the ones around me, like friends and so on. It was classic one, fitness, a bit of cardio. But then 10 years later, the more skills you learn, the more, as they say, they start to ask you more. You will be wanted more. And I started to learn more skills about strength and conditioning, martial arts like boxing, and people start to like it. Then this is what makes you happy. This is what makes you believe that you are on the right path.
Do you also think it's changing a bit in the fitness world?
It is.
Like of course, you see the people are mostly doing like just the workout, but they are adding this combination, as you say. It's a combination of everything, which it's better for yourself, for your health, and you enjoy a bit more than just doing stubborn weightlifting, chest, arms, back every day.
Triceps and chest and so on. Yeah, I mean, it's more fun. The mentality of people started to change, the way of thinking, especially when you want to be active, you want to be an athlete. It depends also on what's your aim. If you want just to be big, only big, like bodybuilders, it's a different story. But if you want to be active, which I believe most of the people now, they're willing to do this, then you need to do different stuff. You can't just stick to one thing, in my opinion. From running to a bit of swimming, to jumping, to lifting a bit of weights, cycling. It's all a combination. At the end of the day, it's good for your health, whether if you are competing or not, whether you're an amateur or professional, or just a lifestyle, to look good in shape for your work, for yourself first, not only for your environment and for the people. Have a healthy lifestyle, which improves your overall health of your body, for the lungs, for the heart, for your sleep, avoiding to get fat, obese. As you see many people, especially kids, the lifestyle that they're living, which is not athletic or a healthy lifestyle, it makes them grow up in a bit wrong way. So now the mentality have changed, I believe. So this athletic work is giving them a lot of benefits.
Yeah, it's just benefits in the end. When you train with your clients, are they always fully focused, or do you have clients also that like talking? How do you treat your clients? Because when you go, I also had used to 1 year ago I had a personal coach. But if you go in the gym, it's like in Dubai, every second person has a personal coach, don't they? But you see most of them, they're talking with the coach, and you think, is the client really working out? But most clients, they want to combine, I think, the training with talking. How is it with you?
I mean, to have that little chat, maybe at the beginning or at the end, or in the rest time, little bit, it's good to build up the relation between you and your client. To have good trust, to have little fun, let's say. But mainly, your main focus for you, because you're getting paid and the client is paying. Your main focus is to coach. I mean, to let that person learn and improve physically.
But some clients, they want to talk more. How do you handle that?
If they are too talkative, I know, we face that sometimes. And it's normal, just like everyone has a different character, right? When it's time to work, we just, it's time to work. Then I say, let's go work, we talk later. In a good way, in a friendly way, I say it, So we do face everything in this type of this. But it's my aim there is not just to talk. It's easy to talk. You can just sit there.
And again, earn money in the end.
And then money and easy
But
life,
nothing changes.
And time finished, another 2 sets and bye.
Nothing changes on the client. Of course, every time, I think when people start, better, it's also a time they need this change to realize that they can change something when the body is changing. And then they change the mindset, they go faster, they want more. But of course, it's hard work. So are people open to put in that work?
The efforts,
like health, like even food. Do they? What's the recovery?
It's a combination, as you say. It's not just to work. The work is 1 hour and then you're done. Then you have 23 hours left.
What do you do with the
What are you
23 hours?
No, because you cannot control you out of the gym and at work and at home and with your friends, what you eat, what you drink, how you sleep, how you recover. And it's all a package for the body. The importance that you give for your training should be the same for your nutrition, for your sleep, for your recovery. For example, if you sleep late midnight and then you wake up at 7 or 8 o'clock, you didn't even have 5-6 hours of sleep. How are you going to function the whole day? You will do your things just, somehow, just to get it out of the way. But the body is not really feeling good. It's getting tired, you start to get injuries, you start to get inflammation because you're training, you're not resting. And resting, it includes, recovery. We're talking good sleep, early sleep, because, that early sleep from 10 o'clock, let's say, to 3 o'clock, to 3, 4 o'clock.
That's a deep sleep.
Exactly, the peak. With the growth hormone works, with the whole recovery actually is beneficial at that time. Plus, the ice bath is very trendy these days.
I see you do that every time posting
it. I do
it.
ice bath. Well, it's
and
not
the
only
palm,
ice bath.
the palm, you do that, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. By the palm, with the view on the beach. I like it to have it under the, the sun, not just in a room under the AC.
I need to do that. I need to join you on the weekend.
We'll get you there as well. Get you there after training for to decrease the inflammation, to recover after a hard workout.
So it's also a thing what you offer your clients.
It is. I do tell them to go sauna, especially when they have a pain for a couple of days. Then you need sauna as well. It's not just ice bath. Ice bath. It's not only even you have to wait till you get pain or inflammation or swelling, then you go. No. If you know yourself on a daily basis, you're training hard, you need to ice it. Don't go ice baths at home when you go at night, before you sleep. Just ice it a little bit. Decrease that swelling, decrease that inflammation. Compress it a bit, because the method that maybe you have seen it or heard about it. Rest, ice it, compress, which is the compression. You just keep pressing on it. Elevate. This is the main method for a good recovery. So it's not only when you get you wait till you get injury.
You have to react beforehand.
You have to react before to decrease it, And in case when you get injured, everyone gets injured, even professionally. If you see the top athletes, they do get. But the difference is how fast you're going to recover from that injury and how severe is that. So if you're doing good recovery the whole time, that injury won't be that bad or that severe unless some big accident happened. You recover back fast, like what happened with me last week. I twisted my leg. If I wasn't really already recovering or training, having good nutrition and good training, I believe it was really bad because I felt it. Again, I listened to my body. I gave it more time. Ice, sauna, good nutrition, good sleep, the supplements that you take, the vitamins that you take. It's all a combination. Which whether you're an athlete, whether you're an amateur, whether you're a professional, whether, as you said, just a person who's training for his health.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you have a client, what can you expect? You train him? Does he have contact with you on WhatsApp? Are you like the mentor of the person? Do you support him like every day? Questions? How does it work?
I do. I mean, mainly it's in the gym. But then after that, if he texts me, I'm asking me or she's asking me about something about food or something about part of the recovery or how they're feeling, I do advise them as well.
Do you think it's good? Is it good? Like, you think if a person is interested and showing interest to ask you your knowledge and you're giving it back and you're seeing the changes, does it make you feel good?
Of course. I like to help people. I like to, even if it's not only in the gym, I mean, this wouldn't affect me. Whenever I'm free, I can answer back or give them, if I ever have this bit of experience through more than 25 years in the athletic life, whatever I know, I try to implement and give. And if they are happy and it makes a change, it's a good sign for me. And when they come back, ask again, it's another good sign for me. So make them feel good, happy, satisfied. It's the same for me. Beside the payments that you get, it's all. It should be both for me. The payments is a different story, and how they feel, and how the body reacts after a while. And they tell me, oh, I feel more active, I'm looking a bit slimmer, I'm looking that bit by bit that comes. It's for me satisfaction for me.
What would you tell a person who is suffering from, like, can't lose weight?
Yeah.
is trying some workouts, what would you advise him, like on the food ways? Like what if this person's just eating like a burger, chips, cola?
Junk
like how
food.
can the person start to make a change by realizing that if they are replacing one kind of food or the sugar, that if they do that day by day, they will see a change.
Well, first, it's a bit have to start with the lifestyle. I wouldn't say just immediately cut that. I would recommend, but it's not easy when a person is being used for ages, many years, and you tell them no this and no for this and no this, he will give up the second day. In my opinion, this is why I say reduce of this. Just try to avoid eating bread. Try to avoid that. And the next day or after 1 week, they telling me, and I have a lady actually that she's trying to cut weight. It's the same topic that you're talking about. She comes the next day and tells me, today I didn't eat sweet. She's addicted to sweet. Really. She doesn't eat a lot of food, but she eats sweet.
And she didn't eat no sweets one day.
And she didn't eat.
Wow, that's strong. Because
Exactly.
the sugar is one of the most strongest drugs.
It's great. And the more sweets they eat, the more you want it even more and more.
Yeah.
And then the next week she's telling me I'm eating only once or twice now a week.
Wow. So she's already
She's
developing.
already big progress in 1 month. She's feeling more active. So that change start bit by bit will come. It will grow more and more and more till they will not want it anyway back.
And you're coaching her?
I do coach her when she asks me outside. I coach her regarding the fitness. Yes, I do.
And
coach her.
she sees also not just in her mind, but she's seen changes in her skin and her body.
She's seeing. She's telling me like more flexibility I have. I can move more. I can squat more, especially when she's not that young.
What's her weight like previous and what's her weight now? Do you know?
I sometimes at the beginning I tried to ask for women is a bit special.
Well, you can see already. You can see the changes.
Yeah. But she was. She's not that fat, but for her, she thinks that she's fat. She's above. She's like around 70 something. She's not like obese, but she has fat. And now I believe I didn't ask her like how much exactly she was. She's telling me I don't want to measure now. I told her don't measure now. It's not only the weight or the scale. It's the symmetry and what you see at the mirror. You understand if you're losing weight or not. It's good to monitor yourself every while. You see, it's a motivation. So let's finish another 1 month and then check. And I believe she will be happy. Because if you can see the change in her shape, obviously you're losing. You're having a change. It means it's a good sign. And if you see they are more active, more flexible, doing what you're telling them, not only training. It's a good thing that actually remind me to mention, like stretching, flexibility and mobility and all this stuff. And yoga, there's a big misconception about it. Even myself, when I was much younger, let's say we're talking about yoga, or stretching. How many people do it? Do you do it?
No, I used to do in Hamburg. I did yoga, but after the yoga, I didn't feel relaxed. Actually, I did the gym workout and then yoga. I was not balanced, and since then I haven't done it. So I have my things where I think I'm doing good, but of course I could do more. But it's a time. I need the time, So. But you're right. It's everything. Every little helps in the end. Yeah.
Exactly. Everything helps for them. So this type of people that they trying to change that bit of change in her lifestyle, she started to lose weight, and this is my opinion. Start to cut down from what you're eating. Reduce the amount. A bit of more cardio, more of repetition rather than just lifting only heavy weight, and then you will start to feel a change. Once you lose that weight that you're aiming or you are close to, then start to lift a bit more heavier and less repetition. But as a start, you don't need to think as a bodybuilder or only a good fitness player who lifts 8 reps or 10 reps or 12 reps. No, this is what I believe. More repetition, more cardio, less amount of food, reduce the sugar. The same thing for the bread, the carbs, and then by the time you cut it.
Do you think if you're like want to build muscle and lose fat, like just example me, I don't count my calories since years. I don't have a plan what I'm training because I'm not bothered to write everything down. I don't count the thing. I go after my experience. So I try to eat healthy. I train 4 or 5 times a week. I don't write my reps down, my sets down.
Yeah.
Do you think that also works, or do you really have to follow a structure to reach a certain goal? If you compare like me with other people or other people, someone who wants to start What should they do? What should we do?
Depends on what's your aim. Like you're already fit. You've been training for many years. Having a plan is good, but you don't need to be that strict. Oh, I shouldn't eat that, shouldn't that. It's a lifestyle. You should get, with the flow. This is my food all the time. This is my training. Yeah, you should know what. It's good to know that how many reps I'm doing today or how many sets. But some change happens during the workout. It's normal. Everyone happens with most of the people. It's good to have a plan, but don't get it too much strict with it or too psychologically. Don't make it, plays against you negatively. It's a lifestyle. It's not a 3-4 months, just a structure or a plan or a diet. No, it's the whole way. You have to enjoy it. Because if you don't enjoy it and you make yourself suffering 3 months, after that, how many people you heard, oh, I was so good last year.
And then they give up.
And then I started to get bored. And 1 month I started to eat everything and then I gave up.
Yeah.
It's easy to be strict for 3 months to build. But the hardest part is to maintain that on long term. We're looking for longevity. If you're looking just for a short term, everyone can do it, most of the people.
But your clients, do you also do a plan? Or
I do, like training program. What
with food plan as well, or you just like as you mentioned, if they ask only, otherwise you just give them the guidance step by step, depending on the client itself.
Exactly, depending on
what level they have already reached.
Yeah, what they want, what's their aim, what they are capable.
So everyone is individual, isn't it? Like, because there's a lot of coaches out there, online coaches. They just go after like a certain structure, and they give that structure to everyone. But everyone is individual, aren't they?
Individual, yeah. Your body reacts might different. For example, if I eat as a source of carbs, if I eat rice, it's my favorite thing. I know my body will not feel too heavy. Steam rice, we're talking, will not be too lazy. But then you might eat it, same amount, let's say, or a bit different because you are heavier than me. You might not feel good. Then you have to search for another source, like mashed potatoes, oats, any type of carbs, healthy carbs that your body would react good. For example, I'm just saying, it might work for you as well, but it will not work for other people. The same thing with the working out plans. This person could handle an endurance training or a running cardio for, I don't know, 15 minutes intensive one. The other one might not. So you build it up. If I give the same for this and I gave the same for this person might give up on the second or the third session and say, no, I'm just can't handle it, I'm bored or I'm tired, too tired. They start to reduce their sessions, and everyone has different...
What do you think about there's so many coaches or nutrition coaches who are like promoting this healthy food eating with the wooden plates? I don't know if you've seen. They put the steak and then just some potato and fruits.
Yeah.
As you just mentioned, do you think we need carbs, or can we just eat protein and fruits and vegetable? We can cut down completely the carbs to really build the muscle and also gain the musle.
I mean, it's a good source of energy. Well, because the muscles, they...
But it gives also fat, huh? The carbs give fat if you eat too much.
If you eat too much, if you eat a good amount of it to use it when you work out, if you're working out hard, you need that, to be burned out as a source of energy, because the muscle will consume, the sugar or the glucose or the carbs to use it as an energy source. So if you control that, and if your last meal, let's say, is not with carbs, you're eating, as you said, the meat and veggies. The body needs everything. The veggies, the meat, the carbs, the good carbs, good fats, healthy source of fats. It's a nutrition for the whole body. So unless that's what I'm saying, don't be too strict with it. Enjoy it. You should enjoy it. You should know what body is reacting. Obviously, beginners won't know. Clients won't know. You advise them, you help them. You see how their body reacts. You ask them the next day, how did you feel after eating this? How did you feel the next day after training? And the same thing with the nutrition. I believe you do need everything of a good amount, as long as it's healthy source. But if you're competing the next week or the next month, and there's a certain very specific plan with the nutritionist or with your doctor and your coach, then yes, you need to follow it. But if you're not, then what? Why are you being too strict with yourself?
But if we compare, there's only a small percentage of people like us who follow a certain rule with the food, try to keep healthy. Most of the people, they maybe train, but they eat shit in the end, They really know what they're actually putting into the body. All this processed food, all this junk, what they're eating. That's like they see this on the TV and say, "Oh, this is good," but they don't even look at the ingredients, which is like 50 ingredients where you don't know what's actually inside.
And sugars and fats and shit.
And they
stuff.
they taste something like the vegan food. You know, like it's all processed, it's all different ingredients inside. Is that really good for the body?
It's not, obviously. Many people, I believe, know it. Some pretend that they don't know it. And some know it and they still have it. They say, oh, I don't have the time to go cook or eat. I believe, okay, some people are really busy, they don't have the time. But there is also the same money that you're giving for this burger or
costs more in the end.
Food. Yeah, you there is a shops which you can buy them with the same money, a good, healthy food for your body. So, because as I say, what you eat, this is how you're going to look. If you keep all the time eating fries and burgers and junk food and so on, you're training, fair enough. At least you're moving a little bit. But do you really look good? No. Are you really healthy? No. If you're not doing your cardio, the cardiovascular training for the lungs and for the heart, if you're not eating healthy, that makes you even feel healthy, active, avoiding being obese or having heart diseases or feeling heavy or lazy, you will feel it when you have that healthy, meals. And this is the biggest excuse, as you say, don't have the time or, they are too lazy to cook. But there is options which you can buy.
So what do you think of meat and the vegetarian? Do you think vegetarian? What's your opinion on this?
I've tried both, and I felt good on both. Some people, I can't, judge them. I'm not their nutritionist or to tell them what to eat or not. No, I can tell them what I have from my experience, what I have tried or not, and then they are free to choose whatever they want. I felt good on both. I felt active on both. I like meat. I like veggies. I went on even veggies for more than 1 year. Just to know the feeling.
So you just ate veggies, no meat, no fish, no egg, no butter, all this stuff, potatoes.
Yeah. And there is a source of protein which you can get in veggies as well, like beans and lentil.
But what happened then? What did you miss? This taste of meat and fish?
I'm not the type of person who crave too much for something, no. I still felt good because my aim was also to try it because I had it in my mind and I want to try it. And it's a mindset. It's not easy to out of the sudden change your whole routine, your food to be only veggies. And I stick to it. Said, okay, I felt good. I've tried it. I've experienced, but I don't want to live as it is. So I think it's an individual thing. Some people.
But do you think it's something created? Because we're in a Muslim country, yeah?
Yeah.
And God, Allah is giving us the meat and the fish to eat.
Yeah.
The cow, the sheep, the lamb, the fish.
True.
So is it something from the industry created to not say it's bad in the Western world?
Could be because, there is some protest that you see sometimes on the streets against, stop killing the animals.
But what just imagine we wouldn't eat the meat anymore. No cows, no sheep. Yeah. Example.
Yeah.
They will just get more and more and more. Where would they go? There will be more cows and sheep and pigs.
I don't know. They have to find
chickens
a space for them.
than the humans.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, it's a difficult.
Why are they there for? If you study the Islam, why are they there for? They're there. They don't have a brain. We're there to eat them. We enjoy it. Even 120, 200, 300 years ago, what did they eat? They eat the cow. They eat the chicken. They have the egg.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yes, it's a difficult situation in this. Difficult what to recommend or what to say because there's not a lot, but there's a good amount of people who protest against it. But then it's so many majority of people who loves meat, eats meat, they enjoy it. For me, I can go with both, to be honest. I go with the flow as long as I can keep my nutrition good, looking, healthy, being active, getting my nutrition sources on what my body needs. I'm happy. Yeah, I mean, you need to be a bit flexible, sometimes. If you don't have it, then what would you do? If you go to a place that you don't have me, what you say no, you struggle, you start to be depressed, you start to be sad that I'm not getting. No, sometimes you have to adapt to where you are. If this happens, which I believe it will not, no, but...
I also tried vegan in Germany, only I think 2 weeks or something. I had this bio Hackfleisch, minced,
Yeah.
mince. I don't know what was it, mince something, not beef,
Okay.
mince. And in the beginning, I thought, wow, it's tasty. But then after a while, I had it every day because I was always preparing my food, weekly. And I thought, what the hell am I putting in my body? It felt like plastic after I really had the taste. And I said, the hell with it. And then I started eating my minced beef again. I said, oh, this taste.
Better.
I could, natural. That's what they're there for. It's there, I think
Yeah,
people
from
get
nature.
manipulated from this industry about eating this vegan stuff.
Social media and stuff,
Yeah.
and how they lead them.
Just look at this example, Indians. There are also a lot of Indian population who eat vegan, but what are they putting in the body? Fried.
all the time.
Is that better than eating raw meat with just salt and pepper? Can't be, huh?
For the body, not really. Fries,
It's not better, is it, in the end? When they go to the petrol station.
What is what they believe?
Yeah, I know.
What we can say, everyone has a different belief.
Yeah.
Everyone has different.
But they make it
mentality,
worse to the
mindset.
body, aren't they? And their brain. And they get tired and sleepy. And just have
Heavy,
some nice steak with salt
yeah.
and pepper. You don't feel anything. I have my
don't feel
morning, my
that.
eggs. Just some 6 eggs.
Okay.
I feel normal. I have no oats, nothing. I haven't. I had this morning I was training, and now it's 12 o'clock, so I'm fine. But if I have some fried stuff or something else, I would be tired. I wouldn't have this energy.
Yeah, you will feel lazy. Kind of
yeah.
depressed. Down.
Yeah.
No energy
Even
to
if- yeah.
function.
Yeah,
Yeah, I believe so. This is the healthy lifestyle, which I say is an overall
Yeah.
body health. From
Yeah.
your life to the way you function, the way you move, the way active mind.
yeah.
For the heart, for the lungs, for the kidneys. It's just for everything, and not just for your lifestyle at the gym. No, it's for everything.
Yes. So thanks for the interview. What's the last words you can people watching this video tell them your journey, where you come from, how you made this step. We live one time, and how you're fighting to build your life. What's your next step in life? What's your vision, your dream?
Oh, this is. It's a long journey already, and it's going on still. But now I'm settled here.
It's your center now, Dubai. Yeah.
It's my center. As long as I'm here, my life is here, and my job is here, my income is here. As long as it takes, as long as it goes, I'm here. I can tell them. I cannot advise, because it's hard these days to advise people. Everyone wants to know, but I can say what I've made and we haven't made, or my mistakes, or so on. And then everyone is free to choose their path. But the journey to grow up, if you want to move somewhere else, at the beginning, it's definitely always hard. It's difficult. Is it worth it? Yes, if you insist of what you want. What's your goals? My dream, let's say, as you asked, to grow more, to learn more, get better at what I'm doing, regards in the medical field or in sport, to compete maybe for another 1-2 years if I'm able to, because it's hard to manage it all, and then focus on my work and my coaching lifestyle. It's worth it to take the risk, you have to take the risk sometimes. In a new place, new country, new community, it's not easy, but you keep moving. And if you don't know what's going next, most of us, we don't know what will happen next. But if we stay in your place and you're not moving, nothing will happen anyway.
No.
But if you keep moving until then,
You never fall,
yeah,
because you always get held on. You always
your
door
comfort
opens.
zone. Yeah, but if you keep moving until then, right and left, some door will open, another will close, another will open, something will happen. You never know. But this is how it works. From all this moving here and there, this is what I can say.
Yeah.
Take the risk. Enjoy the journey. It's the most important. You have to enjoy it. To grow and to progress, you have to enjoy
Yeah.
it. Don't stick just for a period of time and then.
Yeah.
We all feel bad. It's not that I'm strong all the time or mentally very strong. No, we all feel depressed sometimes, down sometimes.
Even in this beautiful weather,
Even it's a human nature. It's natural, We are not a robot. We are a human being. Sometimes you're sad, sometimes you're happy, you're good, you're bad. But it's just the mindset. Having someone, 2 people around you that push you, motivates you. It's important to talk. Your physical and mental health, it's what makes you keep going.
Yeah. Nice
That's
one.
it.
Thank you.
Thank you too very much for hosting me. It was a cool, good morning with this nice
The Arabian
You.
Sea.
Yeah. See everyone from here.
Yeah.
See everything.
Yeah, we'll also put on the links in the YouTube bio. So if you are interested to ask any questions to Koja, book a
Anytime, feel
personal
free.
coaching with him. He's going to be a big player in Dubai. Watch out for this one.
Hopefully.
100%.
Thank you. Trying our best. Thank you so much.